thinkers, we make speed. We came out there, we grow weed. We do our best to.
Greetings, my name is Hoss Turlington of Hoss Turlington Bee and Goat Farm, located 20 miles outside of Jay, Oklahoma, in Delaware County, Oklahoma, 4 miles from where the borders of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri meet. Over 5 years ago, I shot in self-defense a lifelong violent criminal with felonies spanning from 1981 until 2017, which obviously was 2 years after he attacked me and I shot him self-defense. I'm retired from the military, disabled veteran, family man of 4 young children, ages 9 and below. And what I didn't know at the time was the man that I shot was a police informant for Delaware County Sheriff's Office. The Delaware County Sheriff is not from here, and neither is his sidekick, Gail Wells, who he sent out to take over the investigation from the detectives at the scene. By the way, you can ask any law enforcement officer in Delaware County or Ottawa County about my case, and if they know you, they'll tell you. They'll tell you the evidence shows that I was the victim. And if they know you, and if they don't, they just won't comment on it because it's so obvious. They orchestrated an investigation for manufactured outcome that I was the aggressor. Well, I was arrested. It's been 5 years. It's ongoing. I'm making a DVD, and the purpose of this clip right now is to introduce you to a clip from that DVD on citizen's arrest, because it all started when I caught these dopers on my family farm that I had just assumed possession of 2 weeks earlier. They didn't know that I lived there now. It had been in foreclosure for 8 years, and they're using it for drop-offs, drug deals, cooking meth, whatever. And as many of you people in the country know, they're thieves. They stole all the copper out of my house. Real nice barn with a concrete floor and electric. They messed that up, took all the copper out. Chicken barn with a brooding room, lights, the whole works. Took all the copper out. Took all the appliances out of the house, to include a 30-year-old toilet. You can ask Brian Elder about that in the Grove. What I want you to understand is that when people like our state representative, Josh West, who, by the way, is also a disabled veteran and a farmer and a father of 4 young children, who lives right down the road here, who has held people at gunpoint before, criminals that he caught, for the police to come get. When people like us make a citizen's arrest and get involved with these criminals out here, it's not because we're trying to be vigilantes or take the law into our own hands or be heroes. Although Josh West has been awarded for heroism in combat. He saved his battalion commander's life, got shot up in his legs and his abdomen by AK-47 fire in the process. So he is a real hero, not just an American hero because he's in the military. Anyway, when we do this, the reason we do it is because there's no law out here. It doesn't exist. If we were to call the sheriff's office when we saw a crime going on, which I didn't have the option to do anyway because there's no reception where I live, and we hadn't had a telephone installed in the house or anything yet. But if we were to go someplace where we go get reception 10 miles away and make a phone call, it would be hours at best before a deputy could respond out here. And with our sheriff, Harlan Moore, this carpetbagger from Denver, you can ask anyone around, they probably wouldn't be sent out at all. But if we had a decent sheriff that's trying to do his job, it'd be a couple hours, maybe even the next day, depending on what's going on. So you make the arrest. Now, that being said, the farmers around here, if they caught someone dirtbag like Philpott, this criminal, which I've shown his rap sheet, it actually takes 4 minutes and 20 seconds to scroll if it's slow enough where you can read it. And it's still pretty fast. But I've shown that, and I've shown 2 videos of him assaulting cops. Same thing as me. They arrested him, caught him trying to stop him from breaking the law, and one of them tried to flee. By the way, he has a fleeing from arrest conviction. And the one that he tried to flee, that was in 2016. Actually, he was convicted for it in 2017. That was his latest meth felony, drug felony. And he also got DUI and some other drug charges, convictions out of that. The other clip was with a black Arkansas deputy who he called a MF and nigger and threatened him with his life after this deputy pulled him out of the roadway because he's drunk and passed out in the middle of the road. By the way, the other white cop in 2016 found Philpott drunk and passed out in the middle of the road also, except on that one he was in his car with his foot on the brake and the engine running. So that's what we're dealing with. Philpott is dying according to his kin, my neighbor down the road, and he said he's not going to die in jail. He absconded from those 2018 charges, which means he jumped bail, and he's wanted by the authorities. And just to clarify, I asked his kin, who's a very likable guy who's honest, actually. I'll get into the DVD. It's very interesting how his words and his brother's words were literally altered. This witness testimony, that's illegal. Lots of crimes here. But anyway, I said, does that mean that Philpott's going to start shooting us when they try to take him? He goes, yeah. He doesn't want to die in jail. So when that happens, you can thank our district attorney and prosecutor, as well as the sheriff and Gail Wells, his dirty cop sidekick. But they didn't know me because they're not from here. They assumed I was another doper, arrested me, and now I have this DVD I'm trying to make, and I want you to understand the rights that you have to make a citizen's arrest. Because you do have the right, and there's not 1 in 1,000 attorneys that know citizens' right laws. That would include criminal defense attorneys. It just doesn't come up. Not many people make them. But I did. I'm a certified private investigator. Private investigators make citizens' arrests. They're not government, obviously. And Mark Wall, former Jay mayor. Jay is the county seat of Delaware County. And he's a former deputy at Delaware County Sheriff's Office back when they had an honest a sheriff who's from here. Mark Wall taught the class, and so I just hope you enjoy this video and you learn something, and I hope you share it with people, because people need to know their rights and make a citizen's arrest in Oklahoma. Thank you.
Well, we can't buy liquor, so we make speed. We can't buy beer, we grow weed. We do our best